Hey guys, happy Thursday, happy January the 12th, 2023. It is time for your Mindful Minute with Dr. E. You know, I have been making my video on the move outside using my cell phone as I walk, but didn't do that today. Was under the weather the last 2 days, feeling much better this evening. Thankful for that. And so I am back at home in the home studio making my Mindful Minute. And now that I've given you that wonderful review of what's going on in my life, I know what you're wondering. You're wondering, Dr. E, what do you want us to be mindful for? And I'm going to tell you what I want you to be mindful for. In tomorrow's email, the topic is doesn't matter if you see the glass is half full or half empty. Let's just be grateful that we have a glass. And I got to be honest with you, feel some kind of way about that because it always rubs me the wrong way when people say, well, at least, when you tell somebody about what's going on in your life and they go, well, at least you got a glass. Don't do that. You minimize people's experience when you do that. So my first piece of advice that I want you to be mindful for is if you are the kind of person that when a person tells you that they're going through a hard time, instead of empathizing with them and say, man, I'm so sorry you're going through a hard time, don't tell them, well, at least. When I talk to people about having to have gotten a divorce after 26 years of marriage, sometimes they say to me, well, at least you got married. I don't know if I'll ever fall in love again. You know what they say? Well, at least you fell in love the first time. And man, that always grates my nerves. So first of all, like I said, when I read the quote, I said, I don't know. But then when I thought about the message that I wanted to give as it related to that, I reflected on the message that I learned in a John Gordon email where he talks about you don't have to, you get to. And so it's all about the lens through which you look at your life responsibilities. So you might say, man, I got to go to work today. Flip that perspective. I get to go to work today. I'm thankful that I have a job to go to. I'm thankful that I have a job to earn the money that I need to live the life that I live. And I know you might be saying, well, Dr. E, that's the same thing that you just said before. No, you're not minimizing that maybe you don't feel like it today. What you're doing is you're leaning into gratitude, and that takes us out of that woe is me mindset. And it reminds us of all the great things we have in life. That's different than at least you got. You might not be able to see it, but that's the way I feel it. And I will tell you that whenever I'm going through a hard time about whatever responsibilities I have or things that I have to do that I really don't want to do, I'm saying, I don't want to feel like this. And if you're asking yourself, well, how do you move past feeling like this into a place of joy? Because the email in this channel here is all about choosing joy. And if you're wondering, when things are difficult and I don't feel like it, how do I move into a place of choosing joy, Dr. E? Well, I'm telling you how to do it by leaning into gratitude and seeing through the lens of I don't have to, I get to. And it reminded me of, and it was interesting because I got this memory this week on Facebook. It might have been yesterday, it might have been today, I don't recall, but it was one of my former students who I'm now Facebook friends with. And there was this little thing, and it says, a teacher I'm grateful for, or my favorite teacher was, and she recalled me, and she's a grown woman now, but she said that I made her feel like a winner. And she said that for so many students, being in my class made them want to be in school and made them want to do better. And I'm telling you that on a hard day when stuff just don't feel good and I don't want to do the work, that is what reminds me of why I do the work. And then I say to myself, you know what? I didn't have to do any of those things, but I'm so glad I got to do them. When somebody, affirms the work. And I know that we have to always look inside. We don't look outside for the affirmation. We do the work and we know that it's good work and it's valuable work just because we do it. But when someone expresses appreciation for the work you do, it always makes it a little bit easier to keep doing the work, and it makes you feel good. So I'm not going to shortchange myself of that. So, when you're feeling down, when it feel like you can't go on, when you're wondering why, oh man, why, then I want you to lean into some gratitude and say, it's not about I have to do it. I'm just grateful that I get to do it. And I'm grateful that I have the ability to do it. And I'm grateful that somebody saw it in me to ask me to do it. When you tune into your gratitude like that, I promise you, it is going to give you a different perspective. It's going to give you energy. It's going to reignite you, and you're going to be able to do the best work you've ever done. I promise you that. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Thoughtful Thursday as we look into celebrating a fantastic Friday tomorrow on Friday the 13th. There is nothing bad luck about Friday the 13th. It is a blessing. We don't have to live on Friday the 13th, but thank goodness we get to. I want to leave you the way I always leave you, by reminding you to be loving, kind, and gentle with yourself, by being loving, kind, and gentle with everyone else in your life, and by gifting the world the beauty and the warmth of your smile, because when you are smiling, you feel better, you're looking better, and everybody around you looks better and feels better too, because we all smile, and that means that we're enjoying life and we're leaning into gratitude, and we know how good life is. So thank you guys for tuning in. Take care.